chemotherapy. In 1994, I had colon cancer. Almost the whole year of 95, I had chemotherapy because the cancer, colon cancer had spread to liver. And my oncologist thought, but did not tell me, that I had only 6 months ago to live. And then I asked him, why didn't you tell me that? He said, you didn't ask. Actually, I did not ask. I survived for almost 20 years. Now, this was done, or this is when I have chemotherapy. I had a port here, the injection is on here. I have free hand to work for 2 hours each week. So I started carve. First, I carve a fish for my first daughter, Frances, the Kentucky friend. And the second one is an angel for my second daughter. And the third is an owl for my third daughter, taking photos, video there. Thank you. That's a nice picture. But you can't see me. All right. This is what I did, 3 of them. The very first thing. The first 3 projects, I knew what to do, how to do. And I also carved, for example, a Taiwanese American Association logo, this one, with the map of Taiwan, pen, and rice. Auctioned for $250 back in 1997 or something. And I also carved an orchid for a friend who came all the way from Dayton to see me. She thought I was still in hospital, North Bethesda. But by the time she arrived, I had been checked out for 2 hours. She missed it. So later on, I carved this to thank her and wrote a poem on the back. That's something I did back then. And I also make this vase, magic vase, as a carpenter, more as a carpenter, and less as a wood carver. Gradually, I was introduced to join to Cincinnati Carvers Guild, which has been around for nearly 50 years. And Cincinnati Carvers Guild have annual show, wood carving show, every year. I'll tell you more about it. This is me, and this is Mr. Bob Baker that you saw in one of the earlier slides, and this is Herb. We 3 then become buddies, and we also always join the wood carving show together. But Herb is no longer with us. So when it comes to think about entering a piece for competition, I picked this one, the owl that I carved when I was undergoing chemotherapy. So I entered. I won the 3rd prize ribbon, which is better only than honorable mention. It's the lowest 3rd place. So I asked one of the refugees, or not refugees, I said, why did I get only this kind of ribbon? He said, first of all, everybody knows how to carve an owl. That's one thing. Second of all, you put an owl on a tree branch on the top of coffee table. When we walk in, I could not see anything. I have to look for it. So the presentation was terrible. So he thought if I had presented this big this way, I might get a red ribbon better than this white one. Anyway, but I thought this was a better thing to do. So I spent a week making this coffee table and arranged this. Then after several trips to show, local wood carving shows, I found out that there are so many things. People are so very good at carving animals, fish, and also, and what have you. And I thought to myself, then there is no point for me to do the same. So I thought, why not carving likeness of human portrait? I did not know how challenging it is. So then the question is what to carve. And then how do I do portrait carving? Later on, I have been doing this. I stick to it until it's finished. When I'm tired of it. So one by one, my portrait carving won first best of show. The first place, second place, and third place. 2008, first place, 10, 11, and 13. First, second, third. You know that I was going downhill. And the local wood carving show become this. This picture is taken by David Schumart. He is in the audience. And we run the show at the Woodlawn Training and Community Center. It's on Springfield Pike, north of Wyoming, where the Ohio National Guard is. And this is inside. This is it's about 70 tables shown. Last year, Wyoming Magazine, Wyoming Living gave us a very good promotion for an article about our committee. A couple of them were not here. And this is our yard sign, also road sign. In case in September this year you see something like that, that is our show. In what to carve, I use photos. For example, when I saw this photo, it's the first grandchild, my second daughter. She was only 11 days old. And then I wanted to carve it. When I was in Taipei, when I saw this picture in the newspaper, and President Chen Shui-bian was leaving Taipei Airport for New York to receive International League of Human Rights Award. I want to carve it. This picture is attractive to me because his wife is confined to a wheelchair, and he bent over to kiss her goodbye for now. And then two friends of mine, one is novelist, and one is an essayist. And they were kind enough to write prefaces for my book. So to thank them, I decided to carve them. Very bad decision. It took me about 6 to 7 years total. And then I happened to see this old picture in the album. That's my wife at age 20. He went to Tokyo at age 20 and was dressed in wafuku, because in Japan, girls at age 20 ought to have this formal picture taken, and he was counted as one of them. So I wanted to carve this. Then a photo like this, a 65-year-old reading his own book, 400 years of Taiwanese history, and I thought I should carve this. Another thing is this picture, Professor Tong Yin, and this is Reverend Thornberry from the state. Let's read these 4 lines, you know why I wanted to carve it. When convinced, this is Reverend Thornberry was saying, when convinced that the secret police were going to arrange an accident to kill his friend, this one, the missionary decided he had no choice but to help well-known human rights leader, Professor Peng Ming, escape from Taiwan. So let me start with the family photos first. This one. I use this photo and carve everything on the photo. Stuffed animal, blanket, and everything there. And I got the same white ribbon to begin with. And I asked the referee, said, why this? Oh, more story about this. In the process, Lauren in the carving has grown up, and her sister came along, Annabelle. And one day, I asked her sister, said, this is mom and who? And he couldn't care less, who? And now, he has grown up a little bit. He's a student of pre-kindergarten, going to the school at the church. We had heard quite a bit and seen some pictures on the wall of the church room. He had no problem answering questions. Who is this? Who? Baby Jesus. That's what he, but then, you know what? She was right. Look at these two pictures. See how close this resemblance, this is off. And the little child can pick it up easily. It's baby Jesus. Right, Eddie?
Yeah.
Do you remember you told me that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Baby Jesus. Oh, that's nice. Okay. At the show, good thing is that we have a good opportunity to talk to fellow carvers. And many of them are very experienced. By that, I mean, they are very old. John Niggemeier. I asked him, why did I get this ribbon? He said, fingers are too fat. These fingers. Oh, well, we cannot see. But actually, they can tell from the actual carving. This is improved. The fingers are supposed to be bent like this, like holding a bottle. And what I carve is this flat. It's like a regular two-dimensional photo. And then this is Key Dilworth, a lawyer from Indiana. He told me, you waste too much wood because this wood is about 3/4 inch thick. And I leave those to carve this background, and I use actually about a little more than 1/4 inch for the portrait. So he suggests that I remove all the background. So I did, like that. But in order to use the whole thickness for the sculpture, the whole thing has to be worked over. It's not like, oh, you cut and then it's done. It took me about 3 more years to do that. Okay. And it helped. See, I got the second place at Best of Show. With this, without background, and with a good frame. This is second Best of Show, second place. And that's encouragement. I knew then when Captain Kangaroo, he called himself Captain America, but he is known to my children as Captain Kangaroo. Good afternoon. And see how speechless they were looking at this carving. That's when I knew I could continue this line of work. But see, from this to that, it took 9 years. How slowly I did my thing. But that's why, in between, during these 9 years, I always published 2 books. So I was actually living a double life.